So here's the back office of Thinkorswim. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview session of how to get in and out of an option trade on the Thinkorswim desktop platform. So I'm gonna move my face down here. Now, so it's this is how we're going to start. We're going to start from top to bottom. I'm just going to give you an overview of the whole entire back office. But in another session, I'll show you. We'll talk more about you know how to maximize this. But for right now, this is a simple, basic overview of how to get in and out of an option trade, how to buy and sell an option, a call or a put, and showing you where the in the money, out of the money, and at the money is, and how to see your positions and all those things. So that's just a quick overview, should be a quick video. So this here is going to be my simulator account, or in other words, my paper account. If it was your real account, it would say live account up here. Okay. This is my simulated account. And one other thing, you also want to make sure that you always are subscribed to real-time data. And all you have to do is just call support here and tell them you want to subscribe to the real-time data. Okay. Otherwise, your data will be delayed. Okay, cool. So real quick, I'm gonna close these things so you can see me opening them. Now, first and foremost, this is the option chain. Now, how do I know that? It tells me right here, option chain. And I'm going to pick my stock here. And for this example, we're going to use SPY. You're going to hit it here, enter. And this is going to be showing me all of the different options, contracts that are available for, and these are the dates. So you got May 28th, 24, and this is a daily contract. And then this is May 29th, which is considered a weekly contract. And so these are dailies and these are weeklies. You can go down. This one is quarterly, which means it expires, at the end of the quarter. At the end of the quarter of this particular contract ends June 28th. So you can see you can go all the way down and all the way to 2025, 26, and so forth. So for right now, this example, we're just going to go with the weekly, which is the 29th. Now, this side is calls, right? Meaning that you're betting the stock is going to go up, and this right side is puts, meaning that you're betting that the stock is going to go down. So you would call up or put down, okay? Now, the center here is the strike prices. In other words, the prices of the actual strikes of the stock. Right now, I think it's trading at $530, which it was last. So that will be right at the money. So the strike price at 530 is at the money. This is at the money. At the money for put would be, right here. It would be the line between the colored area. It'll be the separation between the color area and the dark area or black area. So this would be considered in the money. This is considered out of the money. And then this line right here, right during the separation, shows at the money. Same thing on the call side. This blue grayish area will be considered in the money. The black area will be considered out of the money. And then this very line here will be considered at the money. And that strike price is 531. Okay. So that's the option chain. The next thing is how to customize your option chain, right? So we're going to come up here to the option chain. You can, your filter can be on or off. We can leave this, simple as a simple spread as single. That's fine. And we're going to go here to layout. We're going to go to customize. I think it might come generically like looking like this, but we're going to customize it. So we're going to come here and go to custom, and it'll bring up this screen. This screen is we want to add items. So the items we want to add is going to be we're going to go to basic. We're going to actually go to the Greeks, right? So we want to add the delta. and we want to add theta. So we want to add delta, hit add item, and then it should show up here. Next, we're going to go to theta, hit the add item, and then it should show up here. And I think maybe we want to add implied volatility if it's there. Yeah, implied volatility, add, okay, and it should show up here and hit OK. Now what happens is it will show you right here the delta, theta, and implied volatility. So these are the columns. So this is the columns on the call side, and here are the columns on the put side. Okay. So, and then we want last meaning the last price that the stock was at. Okay. Now, when you're going to buy a contract, so now we're going to talk about how to buy a contract. So you're going to pick a date. I'm going to pick the 29th, and it expires on the 29th, which is a weekly. So generally when we're picking our contracts, especially when we're trading SPY and SPY and QQQ and stocks that don't move as fast, they're not as volatile. We want to pick them right either at the money or 2 or 3 out of the money. Because if we're going up, we're expecting the stock to go up, we want to mitigate our risk. So we're basically saying that this strike price at 532 is going to, before it gets in the money, which premiums are higher, we want to give it a little time to go up and to get into this color area, right? So we can get it at a cheaper price and we'll have to pay a premium and theta, which, we talked about time, don't start eating our contracts too quickly. And if it goes against us, we want to make sure that we get enough leeway. So what I suggest is picking either at the money or 2 or 3 right outside of the money. So any one of these contracts, and we'll do another lesson based on like, what are good contracts, how to decide. But right now I just want to show you how to get in and out. So for this particular one, we're going to take this contract, which is going to be a 531 strike. If we're going to choose it for a call, we're going to hit 63 cent, and it's going to pull up this position. It's going to show you, you're asking for a single spread. You want to buy or call, and you got this one here, and there's the date. It's telling you the symbol, which is SPY, the expiration date, which is the strike price, 531. It's a call, and it's telling you the price. It's a limit order, and the day, best. All of those things stay the same. That's just, and then you're going to go to confirm and send. It's going to give you a confirmation page, pretty much telling you what the max profit is. It's infinite as long as it's going your way. Your max loss on this particular is $68, not including the possible dividend risk. The cost of the trade and your buying power and so forth. So hit send, and then you hear that sound. It's going to confirm that it went through. And right down here at the bottom, it says positions. You want to click that arrow, and it's going to show you right here that you have this position and it's open, and it's a call. Okay, so now that is open, and I want to click this arrow here. It's going to tell you right here that that is open. Okay, now as long as that's open and it's doing what you need to do, totally cool. And if you want to go and close that order, you'll come here back to your positions, and I like to right click positions. Oh, that one's already closed. Quantity, this one. So you're gonna make sure you pick the one that is actually open. This one was not open, so that's why I wouldn't let me do it. But this one is open. You see the +1, and you're gonna right click it, choose create order, sell. It's going to give you another confirmation telling you single is a sell. You got one order. The symbol, SPY, the date, the strike, it was a call, and this is the price that you're selling it at. And You want to hit confirm and send. It gives you the confirmation again and hit send. Now you're out of it. Once you hear that sound, that means you are out of that trade. Now let's see. Here you go. And now here's your the orders that you just did. You just put in, you bought that and you sold it right here. So it's showing you sold it. You bought it at 55 cents and sold it at 60 cents. So there was a small profit. I believe that's how that is. No, there was a loss. So it was this one. Was it this one or that one? What time is it? 11. So 11:07, we sold it at 60, we sold it at 65 cents. Okay. And we bought it. This is the one we bought at 11:06. We bought it at 68 cents. We sold it at 65 cents. So we sold it for a loss of 3 cents. Okay. So the goal for this one was not necessarily to be profitable, but more or less understand how to get in and out of a trade. Okay. So just to kind of give you an overview, these arrows is pretty much the directions of what everything is at. You know, these arrows, you open and closing them. So uh, you got your option chain, so here's your option chain, which is where you'll be using most of your time. And these are your contracts. Pick a date, pick a weekly, make sure you got time on those contracts. Time is your friend. Okay. So we pick that. And then here's where you want to like customize your option chain. You can have all the Greeks in here, your deltas, your implied volatility. Your delta is, the price of the stocks that you're gonna earn per um, direction your is going with you or with you, whether you're going for a call or a put. That's what your premium is going to be. The theta is basically the extrinsic value of time. So what you'll be paying the premium based on, like for example, the one we had, I think it was the 531, the 60 cents, 6 cents, 60 cents. So for every you'll be paying 60 cents for every dollar that it goes your way. So that's kind of how that looks. Um, for theta and applied volatility. Applied volatility is basically the percentage of people that are in that stock. So you want more people in the stock. The volatility of volatile stock means it's a lot of people buying that stock or selling that stock or that option rather. A lot of people was in it. So you want to make sure you got a lot of volatility because that will make it move. It's low volatility. It's not going to move. And the chances of you getting in and out of that trade or in and out of that trade is slim if it's not a lot of people in it. If there is a lot of people, the chances of getting in and out is always going to be greater. And then you got the in the money, which are your premiums are higher, which are the colored shaded areas. Okay, both sides. And you have out of the money, okay, on both sides. And then the line is separates the shaded area from the black area, the shaded area from the black area. That line is considered at the money. Okay. And we go here to customize it, and then we add the deltas here with the Greeks. And you hit OK, and it will show here. And we pick based off the last price for your contracts, and it will show up here, your orders, and down here. Okay. And the positions will pop up, and you can open or close your positions, and you will right click it and making sure it's over. You right click it to close out that trade. Hope this video was good for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And in another video, we'll go and talk about more of how to use the back office of Thinkorswim platform. Okay, thanks. Enjoy.